This is a guide to using the ResourceMap Viewer. From the ReSat homepage, one of the data sources available is the resource maps. The resource maps are spatial representations of how much energy might be available across the region. The maps have been created and loaded into ReSat for you to use. For example, for solar, the resource map shows where, on average, there is the most sunshine and where it is cloudier or shaded by terrain. And in this way, it provides an indication of where more renewable energy might be available. So resource maps are an initial guide to identify locations where it may be more favourable to install power generators. The resource maps have been generated for each renewable energy source. These are all stored within ReSat and are available to view and download. Firstly, select the renewable resource that you would like to study. Then, the resource map can be displayed and filtered via a number of options. You may be interested in a particular location, and you may be interested in a certain month or the whole year. Select the settings you're interested in and continue. And finally, now you've defined the area and timing, choose a resource map that you would like to view. And, as a tip, in ReSat, any purple text or icons means that it's an active function. So click on the purple text saying Show Resource Map and the map will be displayed within ReSat. We're now in the Resource Map Viewer of ReSat. More information can be found in the Help section, which will open in a new window. The resource map will be shown in the middle of the page. The legend will show the colour scale of the average power potential per day and how it varies across the area. The spatial resolution will vary depending on which resource and the input data used to create it, with solar having the most detailed resolution. The map display has functions to zoom in, and you can move around by clicking and dragging. In the bottom right of the screen, there are buttons to show other resources for the area. We can change from best guess to optimistic or pessimistic. The optimistic and pessimistic maps are produced where observed data are available, from wind masts or pyranometers. The pessimistic to optimistic range is calibrated to express the 10% to 90% range of uncertainty of the estimates, around the average of the best guess. And we can change the month through the year, and for when you are planning exactly where to site renewable generators, to take account of other constraining factors, you can add other map layers such as roads or protected areas. And in settings, the opacity of the map can be changed so that you can see different features on more than one map layer at the same time. The title is shown in the top of the map, and the cloud icon in purple is the way to download the map to your local computer. The download request will tell you the size of the file. You will receive an email link and a link to download the file in a TIFF format. And when the map is ready to be downloaded, a notification will also appear in the top toolbar. So now you've seen the ResourceMap Viewer. The viewer means that you can either download the files themselves, but you can also use these resource maps to guide locating your choice and mix of power generators, which will be useful for developing planning scenarios. You can return to the home page at any time by clicking the Reset icon or Home icon. The purpose of the resource maps is to show how potential power production for each renewable source will be higher or lower as it varies spatially across the region, as well as variations month to month. Of course, the most productive locations may not be practical for other reasons, which is why the resource maps can be combined with other map layers within ReSat to take account of grid connections or areas of housing or other existing renewable generators. The resource maps show the favourability of power production only considering the natural environment, such as how windy sites are or how much sunshine they receive. For more information on the resource maps, you can also see the About page.